I hear Klaus Schwab and I think, Mister, you may be brilliant in your own narrow little binary digital world, but you are fundamentally a clown and a fool because you ignore that whole part of what constitutes human reason. That's why there never will be an artificial intelligence that can replace human reason.
So let me play devil's advocate. Um, One of the things I've seen is having sort of mapped out and experienced corruption at the local and state
Uh,
level
uh,
and seen it operate. During the litigation, I got the opportunity to see it
every day.
every day in every way, all throughout the economy, all throughout the world. And I saw how control was instituted and how basically the general population was used to destroy freedom fighters.
Mhm.
So it wasn't just the deep state in Washington, it was everybody. And I really got a real lesson in how it all worked. And one of the things I will say is the corruption is from top to bottom.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
not just at the top. And one of the things I used to hear from the top guys who literally ran the American financial system was, if the guys at the bottom will do whoever gives them another dime. And if we don't buy them, the other guy will. And there's no constituency, there's no popular support for financial responsibility. Their attitude was the crowd would always vote for the criminal and never vote for Jesus and always pull the rug out from under them. And so they were responding to the corruption at the bottom.
Mhm.
It wasn't just,
Mhm.
corruption at the top. And one of the things they used to always say to me is, oh, never help the mice. The mice will just get you killed. And I have to say that's based on my, a lot of experience. That is often true. Not always true, but often true. And now part of it you can say is because you have a society where the general population has not experienced a lot of great leadership, and so there's been a deterioration across the board. But you get this cycle of disrespect, the people at the top and the people at the bottom, and they both have arguments in their favor. They're
Mhm.
basically saying they're too stupid, they're too greedy to trust. You can't get them to behave responsibly. Okay, now hold that thought for a second. One of the hardest documentaries I've ever had to watch is one called Sleepers, or The Cleaners, about these companies in the Philippines who clean the internet for social media companies. And what they have to look at is the most horrible, gruesome, it's just unbelievable what they clean off of the internet.
I can believe it.
And this is not the top guys doing this. This is not the intelligence agencies
Yeah.
intentionally trying to debase us. This is the human race
Right.
being absolutely in the gutter.
Yeah.
It's demonic, and it's just, and there's a
No
lot of it.
argument from me. No
Right,
argument. When I say that these people are functioning with a post Enlightenment philosophy, I'm not meaning just the people at the top.
right,
This is pretty much everybody. And what it does is it amplifies human fallenness.
right. And but I think one of the arguments at the top for the control grid is many people are animals and we just need to control them. If you listen to the Chinese,
Oh yeah.
I'll never forget two Americans who were biking through China talking about why they liked the social credit system because the Chinese were so ill behaved and rude in the rural areas that this would
Mm-hmm.
force them to be, behave in
Mm-hmm.
civilized ways. And
Mm-hmm.
they thought it was good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can believe it. I can believe it.
So, part of what we have to break through is the cycle of disrespect, which is why it has to be a spiritual and cultural
Yes, bingo.
revolution. Right,
Bingo. Bingo.
right. You really need grace to enter.